Yes.
No pressure, but I'm here with Kari, Thurman, and we were just talking about finishing up the school day, finishing up the school year. You're a teacher. You've
Yes.
been on the Own Your Eating journey for quite some time now. What's been the biggest difference with this type of diet or lifestyle when it comes to reality? Because it's easy to eat perfectly if I didn't have to leave my house and if someone was making me food. But for most of us, that's not real life.
Right. I think that the best thing about flexible eating is that I do not feel restricted at all. I've done every diet ever made, ever. And this one gives me food freedom. So I'll call it that, food freedom.
I like that. Food
Yeah.
freedom.
I was just talking to somebody the other day, and they're like, "Oh, girl, I can't. I got a low carb." And I'm like, "Girl, if I want a donut, I'm gonna eat it." I just rework my numbers and make the donut fit. And if I didn't, like later down the road, like all I would be thinking about was that donut, and then I would binge and eat like a whole dozen. So, flexible dieting gives you food freedom.
I really love that. We're going to coin that, food freedom. So you mentioned
Yes.
donut. What are some other foods? You know, you've been on every diet. We don't have to name them. Everybody knows them. We've all been on them. But what are
Right.
some foods you currently eat while you've been losing weight that you couldn't eat in the past?
Ooh, that's a good question. I feel like I eat pretty clean as far as all of the foods I still get in my fruits and my vegetables. But like the one thing that I'm super obsessed with is Greek yogurt with strawberries and like a tangerine and some chocolate chips in it. That's like my favorite snack ever.
You know, we all have our periods of time. We go through these like phases where we love certain foods, and yeah, I hear you. And I think that's really good that you're saying that too, because while you have food freedom, you're also smart enough to know that hey, I still need to eat some good quality foods along the way.
Yeah, because if I didn't, I would be starving. So if I just wanted to blow all of my food on donuts, I would be so hungry for the rest of the day. So I look at it like a budget. How much do I want to budget that day?
That's perfect. That's exactly what we tell people. You can eat whatever you want, fit it into your budget, and guess what? You get that budget back again tomorrow. People that don't know you, they're not in our tribe or in our lifestyle group, don't know that you are one of the finest teachers in this country.
Oh.
You were the state's best teacher, is that correct?
Oh God, I wish. So I was my campus's teacher of the year, and then I was a finalist for our district teacher of the year.
Okay.
So.
Still a big deal. Lots of respect for teachers. My mom was a teacher, so I totally respect it. Do you have
Thank
any
you.
great story that you can share with macro tracking, and whether in your classroom and your kids asking you questions or any other coworkers, teachers asking you questions?
So I am starting to get my coworkers asking questions about what I'm doing. Apparently 10 pounds lost is noticeable. Who knew? So that's really, really cool. My kids, what's so great about the kids that I have this year is that I've had these little babies since the 7th grade. And I think that's when I started my CrossFit journey. When I got my L1 certification, I started doing a CrossFit Kids and Teens program. So some of my students have actually trained with me at the gym, and we taught CrossFit and training all the time. We used to have CrossFit Fridays at school. So my kids always, if they want to know about eating, and they like run to my room and be like, "Miss Thurman, can we talk about food today?" Sure, yeah, we can talk about food today.
You know, isn't
So,
that awesome that you're having such an impact on kids? I mean, if I were to be completely honest with you, I think what you're teaching them nutrition trumps what you're teaching them with education. But hey, that's not what this podcast is all about. But
I mean, I get lucky because I'm twofold. I teach anatomy and physiology, so it totally ties into everything that I teach. So
perfect. Like, hey, kids, here's what the veins of a leaf are called, or we can teach you about protein, carbs, and fats. Which is it? So, right?
And here's what your veins look like with a fatty plaque and arthrosclerosis. So
That's right. That's
either
right.
one is totally fine.
I'm just saying, in elementary school, we learn all these things that we never need, and no one teaches us about nutrition. So it's really awesome that you're having
Right.
such a great impact on the kids. And tell us more now. You said you've lost 10 pounds. It's noticeable. I mean, if you follow Kari on social media and you see her working out, it's very obvious you train hard. What's your performance improvements been like?
So I finally realized that my butt needed to get back in gear. So all of the teachers out there will totally understand when I say that I gave like everything to my job. I like was married to my desk and I lived at my school, which is fine because I love my kids and I love what I do. But I started forgetting about me, and I could tell. My teacher of the year picture was when I finally was like, "Holy shit! Um, you gotta you gotta rein back your eating, girlfriend. Those pants look terrible on you." So that day in February, and it was also right around the time that the Open started, and just like all of these things culminated, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna reach out to Jason and Roz again. I really need help with my nutrition. I reached out to my old competition coach for CrossFit, and I said, I really need you to program for me because I need help. So it's okay to ask for help, especially when it's your health wise. But just going from February until where I am now, just big strength gains. I'm up to doing, when I could only do one handstand push up during the Open, I'm up to 40 plus handstand push ups a workout now. So which is pretty impressive when your body weight is heavy. Heavy AF.
Yeah, I mean, your body weight may be heavy, but you certainly look fit, and your performance shows just how fit you are. The number on the scale only means so much.
My relationship with gravity.
That's right. So your performance has made drastic improvements. Now, a lot of people would say,
Yeah.
well, big deal, 10 pounds, I can lose 10 pounds overnight. What's been the difference with losing the 10 pounds this time versus how you've lost it in the past?
So I haven't had to deprive myself this time, and I know you tell people that they are snowflakes and they're not special, but I feel like I am because I have Hashimoto's thyroiditis, and I also have PCOS, which makes losing weight like 150 times harder. And usually for those people, they tell you to cut out all of your carbs, cut out all of your sugar, and I don't work like that. So I lost 10 pounds. With still eating, I eat rice every day. I eat fruit every day. I eat, if I want a donut, like I said, I just plug in a donut into my numbers and I figure it out. And I still lost weight doing that without depriving myself and feeling miserable.
Well, the big picture is regardless of what disorders you may have going on, you need to still improve your relationship with food. And if you don't eat rice, if you
Right,
don't eat donuts, we both know you're going to eat rice and you're going to eat donuts. It's a matter of time.
right. Mm-hmm.
Have you spoken to your doctors about that?
So I haven't yet. I check in with my endocrinologist about once every 3 to 6 months. I do have an appointment coming up in July, and the last time I was at her office, I was 172 pounds, maybe a little bit more. And this time I'll be checking in around 160, hopefully maybe 159 next month when I go see her. So
I know, I just saw your email.
I
So,
know.
I doubt any smart doctor is going to say to you, hey, you've lost 15 pounds, what you're doing isn't working. So,
Right, exactly.
I think things are moving in the right direction, and we appreciate you being such an awesome part of our community. What are your last parting words for someone listening to this, thinking like you, I am a snowflake, this won't work for me?
Try it because what's the worst? I think I said this to you guys one afternoon when you mentioned maybe increasing my numbers. I said, what's the worst that's going to happen? I'm going to gain weight. Like, I'm already doing that, so why not give this a try? Like, I mean, just try it. You won't be disappointed. I
Yeah.
mean, if you can, have food freedom and still get in the shape that you want to get into, I think that's worth a try.
Absolutely. Food freedom, and like you said, if you're going to gain weight, you might as well be eating more, so it's worth a try. And they'll probably find, just like you, they're not going to gain weight. It's going to help not just send that number in the scale in the right direction, but improve their relationship with food. Thank you
Right.
so much for being on here. I have a feeling the voting was rigged. You should have been
Thank
district,
you.
state, country, world, galaxy
Yay.
teacher of the year, and no doubt you'll be at your goal weight and win that award by next year.
Thank you. Thank you.